Hi everybody, today I'm gonna cover still the EPBD European Directive about the energy ratings of buildings. I already covered in previous videos this directive, and in particular for landlords, they need to be compliant with these regulations if they wanna keep renting out their properties. So today I'm gonna cover the exemptions to this, which are very few. So let's see and what are the exemptions here. So buildings used as places of worship and religious activities, temporary buildings or industrial, non-residential, agricultural, then residential buildings intended to be used for either less than 4 months of the year or for a limited annual time of use, and with an expected energy consumption of less than 25% of what would be the result of all year use. Standalone buildings with a useful floor area of less than 50 square meter. Religious buildings, that's pretty understandable, or buildings that are used for industrial or agricultural purpose. That's also self-explanatory. Now I'm a bit confused about this third one. So this makes me think that they wanted to allow people maybe to not having to spend a lot of money to be compliant for the kind of second properties or holiday properties that some families might own. So I would say probably to be compliant, you will have to get an idea of the annual energy consumption of that property and make sure you are below the 25%. That probably the easiest way to calculate that, because otherwise limited time or less than 4 months is not very clear. So how they're gonna actually check this, I don't know. Probably the compliance might be difficult, but probably they'll find a way. Maybe they will get some reports from the energy providers, and then they can cross-check. But yeah, definitely I think it's quite difficult to implement, to be honest. But or maybe you will have to prove that you use that property for a limited amount of time anyway, that you don't your energy consumption is low. It's still vague, because maybe if I don't use the property in summer, I might not need heating, so my energy consumption will be very low anyway. But the fact that they say that has to be less than 25%, I don't know. You could maybe still be okay using a second property for, let's say, for the summer. I'm not sure if that property is then rented out for a while, and if that's also included, or any property that is rented out will have to be compliant. I suppose that any property rented out will have to be compliant regardless of the number of days it is rented out. And then the final one, the standalone buildings, so that's probably you're talking about a small rural property, a cottage, has to be detached, of course. So not many buildings of that size, I suppose. And that's it for today.